Hi, fifth graders. This video is going to take you through the directions for the Two Truths and a Lie math project that we are completing this trimester. You'll notice right away that all of the project due dates in this recording are blank, but they are listed on your packet as well as in the directions part of this Google Classroom post. So if you're not sure about those target dates for each step of the project, or when the entire project is due, double check in one of those two places. So what you are going to be creating is you are going to be creating a project that talks about 3 different topics we've covered so far this year. So your first step will be to choose 3 different skills that we've already learned in 5th grade math. On the back of this paper, we made a chart of some possible topics that you could pick. But remember, we didn't write down every single possible topic you could choose. So as long as it's a skill we've covered so far this year, you can absolutely create a question about it. You'll choose 3 different subtopics, and then you're going to write 3 unique questions or models or problems that go along with each of those subtopics. 2 of the questions that you create, so 2 of your different skills, are going to have work that is completely accurate. That means you did everything correctly, you got the correct final answer, and you showed all of your work properly. The third question that you write is going to be a lie. That means it's going to have some kind of a mistake in it. Maybe you did the math incorrectly, maybe you have the correct final answer, but your work doesn't match your paper, or maybe you chose the wrong operation because you weren't quite sure what parts of the word problem to look at. Either way, you are going to pick one of your 3 subtopics to make a mistake with on purpose. That's step number 2 for this project. Once you've written your 3 unique questions, then you need to create some kind of a way to prove your thinking. Now, this could be an answer key, it could be a written explanation, it could be a video model of how you did your work, but either way, you are going to create that proof for each different subtopic. So you need to prove to me how you knew that 2 of your questions were solved correctly. And for the question that was solved incorrectly, you need to tell me what the mistake was and how you could fix it. So your question that's the lie or the one that has that purposeful mistake is going to require a little more explanation than the rest. Finally, you'll put this all together in a format of your choosing. So you could complete this project in a paper format, you could complete it in a digital format online, or you could create something else. We talked in class about some of these examples, so you can look to that chart on the back of this paper. Right now you'll notice this chart is blank, but yours was filled in with some possible project formats. But if you're interested in trying something else out, you can absolutely check in, and as long as you meet all of the requirements of the project, you chose 3 different skills, you wrote 2 questions that had the work completely accurate, and then a 3rd question that had a mistake, and you were able to explain how you knew you were right in the 2 questions that you solved correctly, and the mistake that you made in the 3rd, you can really submit this in any way you want. It is your chance to be creative. I've also included an example possible format that looks like Math Journal number 10. Now, by the time you're watching this video, you may have already completed Math Journal number 10 as a homework assignment. This is one possible format for this Two Truths and a Lie project. Now, you'll notice off to the side here, I did put a note that Math Journal number 10 does not meet all the project requirements. I didn't give you the explanation part or that step 3 piece of your project in Math Journal number 10. This also is only about multiplying fractions. However, it is an example of a possible format you could choose. So those are the directions for the project. I'm going to attach a separate video going through the rubric and explaining how you will be scored next.